Causing the greatest stir among the big banks is blockchain. At the Ambrosetti workshop in Italy, Julia asked the managing director of Blockchain Capital about the financial sector's uptake of the technology.
Well, unfortunately, it's typically the smaller banks. And it's because they just don't have the budget or the resources to have big strat teams and innovation teams. You know, it helps when you can throw 100 or even 10 really smart people at a problem and make that their focus. So the large institutions, you know, all to varying degrees, depending upon when they started looking at it. You know, they've all publicly, been saying we're on top of the technology, we're doing things, we're piloting stuff for, call it, the last year. But for a lot of the banks, it goes back 2 or 3 years, maybe even 4. So they had been for years in stealth. And the difference between one institution and another is when they got involved before it was public. Because now they're all, actively spending money and, have teams of people working on it.
The Sberbank CEO over in Russia said that he believed as a result of blockchain technology, his bank won't exist in 10 years. What do you think of that claim?
I mean, I hope he's right, but I'm very skeptical. I doubt it. I mean, again, consumers don't change their habits that quickly. And again, so new disruptive technologies, Innovator's Dilemma, great book for anyone to read. When you're an incumbent, when do you embrace disruptive technology? When do you cannibalize, your business? And the first thing that all of the banks or major financial institutions are doing is evaluating what are the threats, what are the opportunities. And there's always a mixture of both. Not everything is bad, not everything is good. And so there are certain aspects of their business that are going to be negatively impacted. But there are also going to be other business units that are going to be positively impacted and new business units that get created that might not even exist today. And the parts of the industry that are being, most negatively impacted are the ones where the bank is not providing much in the way of value, where they're being a toll taker, but not really a value creator. But there are a lot of things that banks do that, make our lives better. And a lot of things that we take for granted. I mean, financial services are pretty, if they disappeared tomorrow, our world would, fall apart. And so, yeah, will this technology over time, does it have the impact to replace some aspects of what banks are doing? Absolutely. Do I think it's going to happen really fast? No, as much as I would like it to.